What's up, traders? So today I'm going to show you a stock that I plan on investing anywhere between $60,000 to $100,000 into. And I'll tell you why I'm more bullish on it now more than ever before. And then I'll show you how I'm trading it currently. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Rashad, and I'm a full-time options trader, and I use the money that I print from the stock market in order to pay for my entire lifestyle. Now, make sure that you like this video. It just helps push this video out to more people. And do remember that I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. All trading comes with risk. I'm just showing you how I've built wealth over time. Now, as always, I have to share the wins of the people around me. So within the Trader Freedom community, we have Chris, who is actually new to the group, and he said, finished my first month in the group, made $910 in June, mainly very conservative trades, had 2 losers, but they were my own fault, but closed them for small losses. Really enjoying the community. You are all very inspiring, excited for July. Hope everyone is crushing trades today. Happy 4th of July. So shout out to you, Chris, for a successful first month. And then we have Ryan, who just said just passed $10,000 in premiums collected in just over 2 months. Excited to keep it going. So congrats to you, Ryan, and keeping it going is exactly what we plan on doing. And then we have Steven, who said June profit, $1,700 was a stock sale. And it looks like he made $8,242 in the month of June. And that is amazing. And I know that Steven is actually one of our newer members as well. So we have a ton of people that are absolutely killing it and using the stock market as their personal money printers. And that is exactly what we want to do. But if you know anybody who's interested in making money off the cash that they already have, tell them about the Trader Freedom community. The link is in the description below. They'll get access to my trades in real time, access to the Trader Freedom course, the ability to ask me questions at any given time, and lastly, they'll be within a community of other traders who all have the exact same goals as them. So if you know anybody, the link is below in the description, but let's get down to business. So out of the Mag 7 stocks, there are 2 stocks that stick out to me as an extreme opportunity as we speak right now. And those 2 stocks are 1, Google, and 2, Amazon. And I believe that both of them are amazing opportunities currently for 2 very different reasons. And you can hear my thoughts on Google in a previous video, but this video is about Amazon. And the reason I'm overly bullish on Amazon as we speak is not because of the potential of them making more money in the future, which that will obviously be true. However, my reason for being more bullish is for their ability to save more money in the future. Let me explain. If we take a look here, we can see just recently it says Amazon launches a new AI foundation model to power its robotic fleet and deploys its 1 millionth robot. New AI technology will make the world's largest fleet of industrial mobile robots smarter and more efficient. All right, so let's unpack this. Not only have they just implemented their 1 millionth robot inside of their warehouses, but with AI technology, they're gradually making it so that the robots can do even more than what they were doing previously. And let me show you why that's actually a very, very big deal. So let's take a look here. This slide is actually from Amazon's latest earnings release. And so we can see within the last 12 months, Amazon has brought in $650 billion in revenue. All right, and they are now the largest company in the world when it comes to revenue. They overtook Walmart. But what a lot of people don't know is Amazon actually doesn't make that much money from delivering you packages. And they actually lost a ton of money for several years. And now they're just at the point where they're a little bit above break even. And where Amazon makes most of its actual profits from is their US Amazon Web Services. However, as of right now, that's just a very small percentage of their total revenue. So if we look at this chart over here, we can see that US is the orange slice of the pie, and that is only 17% of their revenue. And so the other 83% of their revenue comes mainly from delivering packages, both here and internationally. But like I said, where the problem lies is it brings in very little profit. And the reason for that is Amazon has nearly 1 million employees in the form of warehouse workers and delivery drivers. And so what happens when we could take all this revenue and increase our profit margins by having less employees that we have to pay out because we've developed a fleet of robots who can do the job that the employees were once doing almost just as efficiently. And Amazon is moving forward very rapidly with this plan to have millions more robots within their warehouses, but also in the future, they also want to replace the delivery drivers. And so the plan is to have a robot deliver your packages for you while being transported by an autonomous vehicle. And so if we look at this article here, it says Amazon launches agentic AI group to enhance warehouse robots, report says. But if we scroll down, we can look at the key takeaways, and it says Amazon has launched a new team focused on the development of agentic AI for its robotic division. The team will be housed at Lab 126, the Amazon R&D unit responsible for the Kindle e-reader, Fire TV products, and Echo devices. Agentic AI, unlike more straightforward tools like chatbots, is designed to handle complex tasks assigned by users, sometimes with little human interaction required. All right, and it is said that Amazon is willing to spend up to $100 billion in R&D in order to make sure that this happens. And just for comparison's sake, Apple's AI R&D is currently set to around $30 billion. So Amazon is willing to more than triple what Apple's investment is currently set at. All right, and if we look at this article here from Barron's, it says robotics and drones aided by artificial intelligence could save Amazon.com about $16 billion a year by 2032. So that is Bank of America's predictions as far as their cash savings. Now, at the rate that AI has been moving over the last few years, I think that they could get to $16 billion per year savings earlier than 2032, but we will see. But real quick, some of you have been asking if there was an easy to use investment app with some good perks for new users. So I figured I would share Moomoo with you, which I've also been using myself. Now, I honestly think that Moomoo is super beginner friendly. It's easy to get started. And even if you're new, the platform gives you access to great tools and research all combined into one single app. Now, I know that some of you are just now getting started in the market and you may not have a big budget. And that's why I really like the fractional shares that you can use within Moomoo. You can essentially start with $5, build up a small watch list, and ease into investing with zero pressure. And right now, the new user rewards are actually kind of crazy. If you deposit $100, then you will get 5 free stocks. And you can see here, you can get up to a maximum of 60 free stocks. And even if you're not actively buying the stocks, you can still earn up to an 8.1% APY on your idle funds. So the money that you just have sitting there in the account doing absolutely nothing will still get you a return on your investment, which is much more than we could say for most bank accounts. And to me personally, getting the 60 free stocks to me is worth opening up an account just to get that alone. But then when you factor in all of Moomoo's extra features, it's definitely a winner in my book. And by far, one of my favorite features is that Moomoo has $0 in fees for most stocks. And when you compare that to their competition, clearly Moomoo charges a lot less than they do. And as an option seller, this helps me save a lot of money when it comes to contract fees. And I absolutely love the markets tab within the Moomoo app. Because if I'm looking to buy or trade a stock within a specific sector or category, I can just come over to this investment themes tab here and select the category that I'm looking for. So let's say I want to trade a stock that deals with sports. I can just come down here to sports and you can see a list of stocks that already fit that criteria. Or let's assume that you like ETFs better. So we could just come up here to the ETF tab and let's assume that you're interested in companies that pay a monthly dividend. We could just come down here to the monthly dividend ETFs and it will give you a full list of stocks that fit that criteria. And this just makes finding stocks to trade or buy that much easier. But I have a link to this offer below in the description. It's worth taking a shot if you're ready to take that first step into investing or trading. But just a heads up, you can only get the 60 free stocks by clicking on the link below in the description. So go ahead and click it and open up an account and you can thank me later. But let's get back to business. So the question is, how would I trade the stock now that I'm even more bullish on it? Well, I'm going to head over to Thinkorswim so we can look at a potential trade. However, we need to look at a few data points prior to placing any trade. One thing that I like to look at are analyst ratings. So we can see that as of right now, they have Amazon as a strong buy. There's 54 analysts who are currently covering it. But if we look up here at the mean target prices, they currently have the mean target as a price of $244. So it is good to see that Amazon stock is currently below what the mean target is, but they also have it as a high target of $305. And then a few analysts must have it as a low target of $195. And so that is good to know. Now, looking at Amazon's chart, if you're familiar with the channel, you know I always utilize the Bollinger Bands. So the Bollinger Bands are these black lines up here. And the middle black line is just the 20-day moving average. And then the top line is 2 standard deviations above that. And then the bottom line is 2 standard deviations below that. But the Bollinger Band just aims to show you the price range that a stock is expected to trade within. And if we look down here, what I want you to notice is there is a ton of support in this $204 to $208 range. All right, so this purple line is the 50-day moving average. The blue line is the 200-day moving average. And then right above that, we have the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And so as it stands currently, unless something really, really bad happens that brings in a lot of selling pressure, I don't see the stock going below 205 anywhere in the near-term future. And so what I want to do is I want to buy leaps. However, I only buy leaps after a sell-off. So I need for Amazon to come down a little bit. But in the meantime, in between time, we are going to use selling puts in order to collect some premium while we sit around and wait. But using this chart, what I just want to do is make a mental note that there is a ton of support somewhere around the $205 level. And so now that we have that information, let's take a look at the expected move. All right, so now we're looking at the expected move. And the first thing we need to do is select our expiration date. Now, when I'm doing any option selling strategy, I go up to 45 days out. And the reason for that is An options premium is made up of large part due to the time value that is left in it. And as options sellers, we want the time value to decay. And the options contract time value will always decay the fastest within 45 days. So let's come over here and let's select our date. I think I'm going to go with this date that is 36 days out from now. And we can see that the expected move is about $16.58, either up or down by this expiration date. All right, so the expected move is just the maximum move that the option market currently has priced in for that stock by that specific date. So they're saying at max, Amazon will move up $16.58 or it'll move down $16.58. All right, and so since we are selling puts, I want to make note of the lower price, and that will put us at a price of $206.76. And so that is very fitting, seeing as we already said that there should be a good amount of support somewhere around that $205 level. And so now that we have all that information, we are ready to go and look at a potential trade. But I get messages about this website all the time. The link is below in the description. And if you use my link, you get a free 30 days. So go ahead, test it out. I use this website pretty much every single day to look for the best trades. And beyond what I've already shown you, they have a bunch of advanced screeners. So check it out, link below in the description, but let's head over.
All right, so now we're in the Moomoo app. And another thing that I like about Moomoo is if you look at the charts, if a pattern has started to develop, they will actually draw it out for you. So you can see that is the case for Amazon. They drew out this pattern for us, and we can see that it may actually start to have some support right here at the $218 level. All right, so that very well may be its first level of support. However, we are going to stick to the 205 level because I believe that that support level will be even stronger. So we could just come up here and select the options tab. And now we need to select the expiration date that we were looking at, which was 36 days out from now. So I'll go ahead and click that. And now that we are here, what I want to point out is the delta. So the delta is this column here. And I look at the delta as the probability of the event occurring. So we can see at the 205 strike, it is showing a delta of 0.20. So for me, that's saying there's about a 20% chance that Amazon, which is currently at $223, drops down to 205 by this expiration date. All right, and that is actually perfect because the maximum that I typically do is a delta of 0.20. So that is perfect, and we can see that the bid and ask price is between $3 and $3.20. So we will receive somewhere between $300 and $320 for selling this put. Now remember, when we are selling puts, we are agreeing to buy 100 shares per contract. So make sure that it's feasible for you before placing a trade like this. However, if you have a smaller contract, make sure you stay till the end because I'll show you another way to do a very similar trade to this with a lot less money. All right, but let's assume right now we are just going to go ahead and sell our puts at 205. So I'll just go ahead and select the bid price, and Moomoo will automatically load up the ticket for us. And from here, we just need to select however many contracts we want to place. And that is totally up to you and your account size and your risk tolerance. Okay, but for the purposes of this video, I'll just keep it to one contract for now. And we can see over here at the mid price, it is $3.10. So we will receive about $310 per contract for placing this trade right here, right now. And if we were ready to place the trade, we could go ahead and hit the button here. However, let's go ahead and take a look at the profit and loss chart. So I'll just come up here and select the curve. And so we can see the Amazon stock price is right here where these dots are. And as long as the stock price stays exactly where it's at, we just keep the 310 we were paid and we go about our day. If the stock price goes up, we keep the 310 we were paid and go about our day. If the stock price comes down, then we keep the 310 we were paid and we go about our day. However, if the stock price does start to drop below $205, now we can see we will start to make less and less and less money. And then our break even price is right here at $201.90. And then if the stock price goes down even further, then we start to lose more money on that contract. However, if you're trading it how I'm trading it, then you could care less because you were fine with purchasing the shares of the stock at the strike price that you selected. All right. So in that case, if Amazon stock price goes up, I sleep like a baby. If Amazon stock price goes down, I sleep like a baby. I honestly do not care because I am fine with purchasing the shares of this company that I really want to own at the strike price that I personally selected. Okay, so that is selling puts. However, what if you have a much smaller account and you don't have the buying power in order to buy 100 shares of a stock that is as large as Amazon? Well, let's head on back to the options chain. And so what you could do is you could sell a credit spread. Now with a credit spread, you will still sell a put just like we did. So I'll keep this $205 strike that we are selling to open, but now we need to buy to open any strike less than 205. Okay, and so let's say I'm going to come up to this $195 strike and I'm going to buy to open that strike. So I'll just go ahead and click this ask price. And now you can see we have the 205 that we are selling and we have the 195 that we are buying. And we are receiving money for the 205 and then we are paying money for the $195 strike. And we get to keep the difference. Now the difference, if we come over here, is $154 per contract. And so that is the amount of money that we can make as long as Amazon's stock price stays above the 205 level by our expiration date. And so the trade-offs with doing a credit spread is obviously you can see you make a little bit less money than if you were to just sell the put. However, the benefit is you need a lot less buying power in order to put on a similar trade. And so the buying power that you would need for any credit spread is the distance between your strikes. So in this case, there is a $10 difference between our strikes times 100. So that would put us at $1,000, then minus the premium we received. And so we would minus the $154 that we are receiving, which would put us around $846 needed to place this trade. And also that is the maximum amount of money that you could lose on this trade. All right. So theoretically, if you've already been approved for options, all you would need is $846 in order to put on this trade. So let's go ahead and take a look at the profit and loss chart again. All right. So we can see the stock price is currently here. If the stock price goes up, we keep the $154. Price moves down, we keep the $154. It looks like our break even point is right around 203. All right. And if it were to go down lower than 203, then we would start to lose money on that trade. However, if we keep going, we can see that our max loss would be $846. So that is a way to do a very similar trade if you have a much smaller account. And I typically take profits anywhere between 50 to 80%. And you're probably thinking, well, Rashad, why the wide range? Why the difference between 50 and 80%? Well, I'll take profits at 50% if I see another opportunity approaching. However, if I don't see any new opportunities, then I will just let the trade run and close it closer to an 80% profit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, but that is my thesis on Amazon, and that is how I'm currently trading it.
So in the comments, let me know if you are a fan of Amazon and if you plan on trading it sometime in the near future. And like I said, if you know anybody who needs help generating income off the cash that they already have, tell them about the Trader Freedom community. The link is below in the description. But that is it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace!